Pokemon Legends EA just gave us brand new Mega Pokemon for the first time in over 10 years. And just like the original Megas, some of the designs are definitely better than others. And for that reason, I'm gonna rank every single one of them. Starting with the new Mega Evolutions we got for Gen 1 Pokemon, we have 2 Mega Evolutions for Raichu that we won't even get until the DLC, but both Raichu X and Y have been revealed, so I'm gonna go ahead and just put Mega Raichu X in the Mega Mid category, and then it only makes sense to put Y in the why did you make it category. I could put both of them into Y, and I could even put them into Never Cook Again. But honestly, I'm just still kind of conflicted with both of these, and we won't even get to see these things in game for a little bit. So let's move on to a brand new Mega Clefable. This is something that I've thought we've needed for a while, as it is the counterpart to Mega Gengar, but I'm not sure I love the design as much as I like Mega Gengar. I definitely don't hate Mega Clefable, and honestly, I love the wings. I think that part is incredible, but what they did with the ears, it's just a little odd, and the top of its head, it looks like an acorn. I don't know how to feel about that. So I think I might put it into Mega Mid. There's some things I really like about it, some things I don't really love about it, and just in general, I think it's fine. But when we talk about a new Mega Evolution that they nailed, come on down the Chef's Kiss Town Mega Victory Bell, just mwah. This thing is perfection. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but this thing is just so silly. It's maybe the best Mega they've ever made. I love it so much, and this is a silly Mega done right. Now, when we talk about silly Megas, we have to talk about my friend Starmie. They made it tall. Never cook again, Game Freak. Please just never cook again with anything like this. It's so silly that it might go all the way back around to being incredible, but unless I have a change of heart later in this video and decide to make a Mega Starmie tier, I'm gonna have to put it here. There are so many Pokemon that deserved Megas more than Starmie that they said, hey, we can't do it, can't think of a design. What are we doing here? It doesn't matter. We're moving on to another Gen 1 Mega. This one with a longer tail, but I do think we're gonna put Mega Dragonite into 1 thumbs up. You did a pretty good job here. I like this. Now, there are a few people that have gotten very up in arms about Mega Dragonite. Well, if it was better, I guess it would be Chef's Kiss, but I don't think this thing is bad at all. And honestly, I think this little sprite of it is the worst that Mega Dragonite looks. When it's in game, I think it looks way better. This is just a Mega design that's continued to grow on me. And while I don't think it's ever gonna go into Chef's Kiss, it's just too solid to be Mega Mid. So I think it's gonna stay here for now, and I'm happy with that. But now it's time to move into the Gen 2 Pokemon with new Megas. And up first, we have Mega Meganium. And this, I'm very conflicted on. I don't hate it. I kind of want to put it into 1 thumbs up, but I think I'm gonna put it into Mega Mid, as it's just the most okay design possible. Fairy is the right type for Mega Meganium. Love that they did that. Giving it more flowers, I guess, makes sense for the fairy typing. And I don't really have much more to say. It's fine. I think there's gonna be some people that really like it, but I certainly don't love it, and I don't think I'm ready to give it a thumbs up. But a Pokemon I am ready to give a thumbs up is Mega Feraligatr. This fella was really worrying me. I thought this was gonna be a Never Cook Again, but then I saw it in game. I saw the design come all together, and it got a big thumbs up from me. This thing, very cool, very unique. I don't think it's Chef's Kiss. There's still a little to be desired from this design, but overall, I love the swing they took, and I think they hit a triple. Now, Mega Skarmory is one that I have looked at for a pretty long time, and I don't know if I've made my mind up on how I feel about this Mega. I absolutely adore the gold. I think it looks very cool. Yellow's my favorite color. I've always loved gold. That is great. I don't know how I feel about the feet or the talons. That's probably the right thing to say. They look a little goofy, but the gold is pretty tremendous. So I think I kind of have to put it into Mega Mid, unfortunately. I'd like to put it into 1 thumbs up, but I feel like I really like one thing they did with it, and I don't love another thing they did with it. It looks remarkably similar to Skarmory. It's just a golden Skarmory with really big talons. There's already enough Gen 3 Megas, so I'm happy we can skip over that generation and move straight into Gen 4 with Mega Frostlass. And this is a Mega I am wildly conflicted on. I think there's going to be a lot of people that really like this Mega. I'm kind of asking the question of why? Why Frostlass specifically? I didn't really envision Frostlass becoming a giant. I mean, if this thing wants to be the center on a team, I've plenty of NBA teams looking for talent like this. But if it has no desire to play basketball, I mean, we are in Kalos, right? I mean, the French are sending a lot of tall people to the NBA. Frostlass, you might be next in line. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't love it. But as we make our way into Gen 5, I'm asking zero questions about Mega Emboar. I'm just tossing this thing into Chef's Kiss and calling it a day. I absolutely love this design. They didn't overdo it, and everything they added to this thing is very cool. I have never really loved Emboar. I've never really loved this line at all. Didn't think there was a chance I would pick this line going into ZA. But here we are. I love Mega Emboar. It's super cool. It's great. I mean, the shiny is tremendous. No notes. Very, very cool Mega next to a very silly Mega. And I love that. There's a lot of range with these guys. Mega Excadrill. That's like really all there is to say about it. I don't know. It has a giant drill now that's its hands and its head. Like, I get what they were doing there. I don't think it looks good. Yeah, I'm just going to put that into Mega Mid. I'm not going to put it into why. I don't really have any questions of why they did this. Like, I can see what they did and why they did it. And Excadrill is just such a cool Pokemon. I don't know. There's something kind of novel about him just being a giant drill now, I guess. Definitely not great. No thumbs up for you. This next Mega, I've gone back and forth on so many times, but I think at this point, I'm ready to give Mega Scolipede a single thumbs up. It's pretty solid. I do like the armor. I like the color on the antennas. It just looks a little bit more ferocious and fierce. And that's what they were going for. It really looks like it's ready to charge. I don't know if it's an incredible Mega, but Mega Mid feels a little too extreme. So in the end, one thumbs up for Scolipede. But as we move over to Mega Scrafty, I have to put this thing into Chef's Kiss. It's the only thing that makes sense. This design is so perfect for Scrafty. I think they just absolutely nailed it in every single way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have too much to say. Sometimes it's just you nail it. Yeah, 100%. A+. Perfect. Now, Mega Electros. I don't know what to do with this guy. I don't know what's going on here. It's got the two like fake electric on the arms that are made of mucus, I just read, which is something. I don't think I love the made of mucus part. I don't know. Mega Mid just doesn't feel right with this because it's quite a swing. They really swang for the fences with this one, but swang, I don't know. I don't think swang was the right word, but it doesn't matter because I don't know if this is the right design. But as it sits next to Mega Excadrill a little bit more, maybe it's right. These two ridiculous Pokemon are next to each other. Unfortunately, there's still one more new Mega for Gen 5, and that's Mega Chandelure. I have a lot of questions about this one. The biggest one being, why? Why make this? You had someone design this, and they came up with make it more of a chandelier. You saw that design, you should have said, well, not too much we can do here. I guess we should move on to giving a different Pokemon a Mega. But you didn't. Why didn't you do that? This is not a good design. It's not great. I did not want to see this Pokemon look more like furniture. And as it sits next to Mega Frostlass, I think that's right. A Mega Chandelier, or, well, you know what? I said what needed to be said. That's a Mega Chandelier. It's just a chandelier. It's not great. And honestly, it makes me want to move Mega Starmie up or give it its own tiers. Mega Starmie is just so bad, it's getting good again, but I think it still needs to stay and never cook again. I do not want to give them any ideas. What I do want them to do is build off of the 3 Gen 6 starters, Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, Mega Greninja. These 3 are so freaking good. Now, I just thought Mega Greninja would be my favorite of the 3 as I'm the frog guy. I love frogs. I've always loved Mega Greninja, but Mega Chestnut is so incredible, and I've never loved Chestnut. Mega Delphox is so cool, and I never liked Delphox. I mean, Gen 6 is just, it's not the strongest for me, at least, when it comes to starters, but the 3 Megas absolutely changed that. Mega Pyroar. I'm gonna toss you into Y. I don't, what's going on here, man? Why did this happen? Just why? Now, I will say this Mega has a really cool shiny, but we're not really talking about shinies here. I've referenced them a few times, but I don't think I'm gonna move any Pokemon up or down tiers, just strictly based off of the shiny. Why did you make this? That's something. Speaking of something, we have Mega Eternal Floettes. And when I just saw this sprite, I did not love it. I was gonna put it into the Y tier. But now that I've actually seen it in game and what it looks like, I'm actually gonna put it into 1 thumbs up. Pretty solid. I really like what they did here. It makes a lot of sense for the Pokemon. I've wanted to see this freaking Pokemon, at least the regular form, AZ's Floette in game, so badly for so long. And it's finally here. And I think the Mega works for this thing. It just fits. So pretty good. And I feel pretty similarly about Mega Malamar. I know a lot of people really love Mega Malamar, and there was a lot of propaganda about Mega Malamar, but I mean, it's still Malamar, and they just made it look like a cartoon villain with a ridiculous head. It's just not cool enough to get into Chef's Kiss. Like, it's pretty solid, it's pretty goofy. There's a lot that's working with it, but I just don't know how to move past the fact that A, it's still Malamar, and B, that bulbous cranium. It's ridiculous. I think you have to have a stronger opinion about Mega Malamar, so it's either this or Y, and it's definitely better than Y. Now, Mega Barbaracle, this thing is cool. I'm tossing this into Chef's Kiss. Barbaracle is such a cool Pokemon that I really think needed a Mega Evolution, and giving it this crazy design, giving it the fighting typing now, just really cool, just mwah. Amazing all around. It's cool, very unique, and that's what you're looking for with a Mega like this, so really happy with this. Mega Dragalge is a pretty interesting one, as everything I'm about to say about it should put it into Mega Mid, but I'm actually gonna put it into 1 thumbs up. It's pretty good. I don't think this is the best design, and it's really just Dragalge, but a bit more. But I really like Dragalge. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. I think it's a great design. Pretty good job. Sometimes less is more. And there's a lot of Megas in the past where they just thought, what if we added 5 billion spikes? Maybe you don't have to do that. Maybe just design the design up a little bit more. Now, it'd be a crime to say Mega Hawlucha is just pretty good. This thing is 2 thumbs up. It's just Chef's Kiss. It's so good. It's so cool. Like, if you're going to do anything with Hawlucha, this is exactly what you had to do. It's not my favorite new Mega, but I'm also not like a huge wrestling fan. I kind of feel similarly about this as I feel with Scrafty. You know, I feel like Mega Scrafty, absolutely perfect. Now, I do feel like this design is probably a little bit cooler than wearing your old skin, but that's a whole other discussion. That's fine. We now need to move on to whatever's going on with Mega Zygarde. And I have a few questions. Overall, I think this design makes sense, like story-wise, and that's great. But I don't love it. If we're just going off of design, I really don't love it. And honestly, I think you could say I dislike it. I can't put it into the Mega Starmie tier. There is one Pokemon that will be there. I don't know. We have a lot of different Zygarde forms. This is my least favorite Zygarde form pretty comfortably. They can't be high up on this list. And I don't know. Maybe I need someone to sell me on this one. It's not my favorite. But as we wrap this tier list up, there's only one place to put Mega Drampa and Mega Phalanx. Of course, it's got to be Chef's Kiss. Look at these two. Come on. Just incredible. 0 notes. Both Pokemon really needed a Mega Evolution, and they nailed the design on both of them. Drampa, I feel like there was more room for error, and I love everything they did with this. The colors, the ferocity, they made it much bigger. And then Mega Phalanx, this is the one thing you could do with Phalanx to make it Mega. It's what everyone wanted to see. This is honestly like the perfect Mega Evolution. And in general, I'm really happy with the new Megas we got for these games. I never really loved Megas in the past, but some of the designs this time are so good. They stepped it up in such a big way. And it just makes me so excited to see what other Megas we're gonna get with the ZA DLC.